Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to another edition of Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media, all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here after our short yearly hiatus of recording reviews, and we're back at it. And boy, are we back at it in a hard way. That gentleman out there is.
Bryce Taylor out of Austin, Texas.
You folks might know Bryce if you follow him on Instagram and Facebook. He is also the Austin Tequila connoisseur. He's one of the more thoughtful TJs. He's a graduate of our Consumer Catador course, which is coming back. It's being reloaded as we speak, and it'll be bigger, better, with an updated version. So hang in there. We'll have all the announcements for you. But in the meantime, he's also very thoughtful in his reviews, and he's going to be writing a lot more for us this year. He doesn't know that yet, but he will. But anyway, so today, Bryce, I'm excited because we've kind of been hoarding this one for a while. This one is a brand new tequila called Zumbador, and not to be confused with Zumba. This has nothing to do with like Zumba. My mother does Zumba, and I don't even want to go there.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually Zumbador is a word that I did not know until I got this. It means hummingbird because I was familiar with, colibre, which is another word for hummingbird.
Okay.
But Zumbador was one that I had no clue, and it's very it's kind of playful. I like it.
Yeah, I like I don't know. I mean, I'm going to just call it artwork. Like it's kind of got like a throwback feel. I kind of get that desert, feel out of it. Kind of
Well, they're
old
pollinators.
artwork. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pollinators, and you can see, I don't know
Yeah.
if how close you can see that on my camera, but they're
Yeah.
pollinating a quixote stock
Yeah,
of
they got the agave that's
of
growing in
agave.
Cuba, and then the hummingbirds are flying around with, I'm guessing, which are seeds or
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're blossoms, and
oh
they're
yeah, the
they're
flowers.
they're flowers. When they dry out is when the seeds can, when you can actually get the pods for the seeds. And yeah, you can grow agave from seed, but
Yeah.
it's generally not the
Tedious,
not the
difficult
way
to
that
test. Yeah. Yeah.
not the way the tequila industry is doing things. They're cloning. Uh,
Yeah. Now they've got a short little writing here on the back about the hummingbird, just saying that it carries a deep and spiritual significance for the ancient cultures of Mexico. They represent the resurrection of the soul. This is why we have chosen a hummingbird as our symbol and serves as our reminder of the enduring nature of the human spirit.
there you go.
Here we go.
And I feed them. We've got hummingbirds here. We've got an
Yeah.
actual a type of hummingbird that does not migrate.
Okay.
It sticks
Yeah.
around. So when the weather gets a little chilly, you got to make sure that they have enough food so that they keep warm because that's otherwise they don't survive. Nothing is sadder than seeing a deceased hummingbird.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
only I've only seen one, and it was actually when I lived in Albuquerque. Somehow one of them got stuck in our garage, and I
Mhm.
didn't see it it had passed, and it was like, oh, nothing
Yeah.
hurts more than because these little creatures, there's a lot of fun to watch, and then to see one dead, that's almost like bad luck, man. It's like bad karma, and
Yeah.
had
They're
I known.
so frail. Yeah.
Yeah, how really frail they are. Yeah. So anyway, we're just before we give you all the stats and stories, we're just gonna. You can see I got a little spillage on mine,
Yeah.
but not a whole lot. There are some bubbles that don't linger very much, but that's okay. We're gonna. It's a twist top too, which I'm not against. I like this.
I'm not either. I've noticed that. I mean, yeah, I like the old school traditional side of corks, but then they not all of them work well. You
No,
know?
Herradura for years when they first came out, it was all screw top. It wasn't even cork. So I'm using the Stasso Jarrito for tequila, and so is Bryce.
Yeah,
For those of
same
you who
thing.
are watching us on YouTube, for those of you listening on the podcast, that's what we're using, and we're hoping that we're going to be in communication with Chisholm Trail because they're doing a lot more marketing, which is great.
Yeah.
Chisholm Trail is the innovator of the Stazzo Jarrito, and Stazzo is the company that actually manufactures it to their specs, very much like Glencairn is the same company that does
Mm.
it for Glencairn Stazzo. Um, this is pristine, bro. This is just gorgeous. in the glass. It's
Yeah,
nice.
perfectly clear.
Now I'm
Hugging
not
that
getting
glass
any legs and
nicely.
tears yet, but
Yeah. Yeah, so they're out of Gnome 1643. I think there's only a couple brands, and this might be the only active one. Um, and they're in Jesus Maria, so that's the highlands of Jalisco.
yes, that is within that golden triangle of
Hmm.
the highlands from Totonilco, Jesus Maria, Arandas, and sometimes they throw in another one in there. It's we call it a golden triangle, but
It's
it's
it's a
actually a
rhombus.
quadrangle.
The
Probably it's a
rhombus,
square.
yeah, right.
It's a romp.
Yeah. Yeah. Cotonilco, yeah. Jesus Maria.
Arandas, and there's one other one. And Valle is something else. That's a Matitan. That's further. That's closer into Tequila, which is
Yeah.
my favorite region, honestly, for me. Now there's legs and tears are coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 80 proof. They're saying that they use 5.5 year old agave, mason ovens. They ferment in wood and stainless steel. And then the stills, they're using copper and stainless steel stills.
So they
And
ferment in
Tahona, but
both.
Tahona crushed. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So they ferment also in wood? Is that what they're
It says
saying?
wood and stainless steel. So yeah, I'm guessing
I,
they
I wonder if
probably,
they blend or if they're saving the Taona and the wood for like another expression. I'm not sure.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is on the Blanco sheet here that they have.
Nice legs and tears now. You can't see that on my camera, but they're very pretty.
Yeah, it's always hard to catch on camera, but
Well, if it's a Blanco, if it's a Reposado, sometimes with the darker the
yeah,
liquid, the better off you are. My lighting it's a kind of a gloomy day here in Southern California.
yeah, I'm hoping this is viscous. It has a chance to Tahona crushed. It's looking like it's going to be in the glass.
Oh, it's
Okay.
baked agave, baby. Woo! Now see, I got an instant hit of baked on one side, and then the citrus notes on the other side, the lime and lemon zest on this side.
Mhm. Yeah, all the crisper scents. Although I am getting not just like green agave, but also some buttery agave as well, kind of
Yeah.
depending
The,
where
the
you
the
nose it.
baked, I'm
Yeah.
getting the baked is what, and that was the first thing I noticed right at the top, right at the
Mhm.
very top. And then further down in the glass at the bottom of it is where you're getting a lot of the citrus notes. And it's
Yeah.
bright citrus. It's like an orange or a lime.
Mm.
It's
Like the zest, like the oils.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's more oily than zesty, I think, is what I'm
Mm.
trying to say.
So
This,
not overly complex, but very pleasant. Like everything is good, like
yeah,
quality.
the
Yeah.
quality is really there.
Traditional.
Nothing off-putting at all.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you're looking for from that region.
Yeah.
I feel like diving in, man. This is
Yeah.
really
Oh yeah.
beautiful. Here we
I've
go.
known these forever. Yeah.
Mm. I always, sorry, the spit bucket is your friend, folks.
Hmm.
Um, all I can say is it was nice going in. Nothing off-putting, and of course it's my first pass. I haven't, you know, the lip and gum numbness is there though. Um, it's not as aggressive as I was hoping for, so it's more of a little toned down for me,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I'm okay with that. It,
Yeah, I
it
think at 80 proof, it had enough of that alcohol presence, so it's still well represented.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I wouldn't call it hot or punchy. And same
No,
thing, this is
no.
just my first sip too.
It,
So subsequent sips will probably be a little tamer, but
it's
mm,
actually lingering.
yeah,
It's a lingering, sensation. The lip and gum numbness is not immediate. It's kind of, and I think you're right. I think the more passes we take, the more it's going to pleasant sweetness on the sides here.
yeah, I still get the tingle right here. I don't want to say my jowls, but essentially, Right in the jowl region.
Yo,
Yeah.
hound dog.
Yeah. So,
Well, here we go again. Number two. I'm gonna. Oh man, the nose on this is really beautiful.
yeah, it is.
Wow. I could, and like Bryce said, we could nose this all day. We could spend 20 minutes just nosing it, and then you come back for more.
Yeah, definitely less on the pepper, more on the buttery cooked agave.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little denser, I think. I don't know if that's kind of the viscosity maybe I'm thinking of.
It is. And the funny thing is that the legs and tiers were not super thick, but they were it's a nice string of pearls, and they were thinner, you know, um, they weren't thick. And I think what'll happen if watch when we get to the reposado, because those are the only two expressions we got. When we get to the reposado, I think the barrel will make the tiers a little bit thicker. Watch.
Okay.
But this is a great start. Oh, and a
Yeah,
nice lingering finish. It's got a nice warm fuzzy too.
yeah, it does.
Wow.
Yeah, this is really this solid.
This is a treat, man. Yeah, we kind of lost you there, bro.
Yeah, yeah, no, I was I was just taking a look at the bottle and all of a sudden my screen changed. But yeah.
Yeah, the internet. Well, we're always at the mercy of the internet. We have no clue what's going on. So, here we are. Um, you were saying, is there something else that now everything is pleasant about this thing? There's no bitterness. The baked really comes across, the baked agave. Um, did they say they have autoclaves on this distillery? Because I don't think they do.
Let me look. No, I mean it just mentions Tahona as far as I can tell.
Okay, they did send me a kind of a sell sheet, which is
Yeah.
rare that we get something. Now, he sent us a really nice note. This is coming from a gentleman by Jay Ferrari, who I think is the importer, maybe slash owner. Okay, and that was nice of him. So the maestro distiller is Roberto Lopez. The distillery is known as El Sabino. Let's see. Masonry ovens. Yep. Wood and stainless steel. So this must be a combination of both, I would imagine. The only thing I can think of. Uh, and Taona. You know, I got nothing bad to say about this thing. It's I see what I love. If you see I don't know if you can read this right there. See, this is what you should say. Celebrity free.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that's
love
what I was
it.
looking at when I got cut out. Yeah, it's right here on the top of the bottle. Celebrity free.
Celebrity free. And you know what? With this kind of quality, it begs to get a celebrity to. But you know what? No, stay away because you guys celebs always pick the really crappy tequila processes, and they have no idea what they're getting into, and very few of them do. And in my opinion, that's cool. You can always
Yeah.
tell which ones to avoid. Uh, by the endorsement of the celebrity. I
Well,
say,
and let your celebrity be that master distiller. I mean, we've got, we got a lot of them. I think of, the Camarines, Chava and Sergio Cruz. I mean, let that be
Germán
celebrity.
Gonzalez,
Hmm.
or importers that are legendary, like David
Yeah,
Sumo, who's one of my mentors, and guys like that. Those are the real rock stars.
yeah,
Everybody else, that's what they are really is just a way of a gateway to get people to come to the category. But then
yeah.
those that stay in the category, that decide that they want to do a little bit more research, they're the ones that seek out these tequilas. I'm just going to go right on a limb here and just go, yeah, buddy, brand of promise
Yep.
nominee in that Blanco category. Uh, did you say you had a price point for this? Because I don't.
I did not. I didn't locate one. I think they're
Yeah,
pretty new to the market right now.
the gentleman Jay is based out of Wisconsin or Connecticut. So if you folks have seen it and you're doing something with it, let us know. Tell me how much you're paying for it. Uh, I guess it's so new that even Old Town Tequila doesn't have it. So
No, I looked for it there earlier. I'll reach out to him because
yeah,
I'll post a review and share that. So
yeah,
if
they
I
were
can
they were
figure
very
out by
cool with
then,
they
yeah.
were very cool with me. They sent me a T-shirt and a cap, and they got some cute merch. And apparently, they're also bringing in a mezcal. We haven't received the
Okay.
mezcal yet, but you know what? I got a lot to say about this blanco. It's Zumbador tequila. Zumbador means hummingbird. Unbeknownst to me, that was a new word for me. I did not know. I knew colibri, which is hummingbird, but Zumbador. And I like it. If you folks have seen
Oh.
it and you're doing something with it, tell us what you're doing with it. Because now personally, uh, Bryce, I know you like doing cocktails for the missus.
Mhm.
I wouldn't put this in a cocktail personally because I really enjoyed it straight, neat.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think it would hold up just because of that punch of agave. So it would definitely hold up, but it's one of those that you can, if you show up with this as your sipper, everyone's going to be, very pleased.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So that's our take on Zumbador Blanco, but stick with us because we do have the Reposado on
Mhm.
deck. And again, if you've seen it, if you done something with it, tell us what it is. Leave us a comment if you're listening to us on the podcast. Thanks for listening. If you're watching us on YouTube, hey, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Or you know what? Our analytics are telling us that a lot of people are watching us, but they're not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss this upcoming season in 2025 is going to be chock full of stuff. There's stuff coming in from other countries that we're getting right now, anywhere from South Africa to Peru to uh,
Australia.
I just I Australia. I'm still working on. I
Okay.
just got one that I've been dying to get from Venezuela.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I got one from Venezuela. So that's our take. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. You've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. That gentleman out there is.
Bryce Taylor. And always
And where are
remember,
you? Where are you, Bryce?
I'm in Austin, Texas. Yeah.
And remember, folks, whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.